Hello, everyone. This is another edition of Tuesday Morning Shenanigans. And once again, we are recording inside the radio station of KKU 88.5, the voice of Maui.
Yes.
So
Broadcasting out of Akaku Maui Community Media Center,
333 Derry Road.
next to the Maui comic books and collectibles.
That's right. I am Aaron of the Rave Corner. And joining me, we have the House of Blues.
I'm back.
And we
back.
have one half of the tag team champions in FNF. We got Tony Midnite. How you doing, Tony?
Aloha, como estas, and zapato.
I gotta ask, between you and Cal, which one does the hot tag and then cleans house after your partner has been beaten up and all worn out?
Possibly Kaleo.
Okay, so he's the one who gets the hot tag and then cleans house.
FBY. Yeah, he cleans house.
Okay.
He cleans it, man. He takes it to the next level.
Oh,
He is a wrestler.
yeah, that's true.
Well, was.
Yeah. Okay, so today we're actually gonna cover two topics. First of all,
Two.
two.
Nice.
We have it all condensed into one episode. It's no big deal. So first, let's talk about the first ever Maui Comic Con because
Yes. Oh my God.
I can speak for all three of us when I say that we absolutely had a blast.
Yeah.
I'm in
I had a
withdrawals
blast.
right now, man.
Yeah,
I
we're
miss
still in
it,
withdrawals.
dude.
Me and him.
Yeah, well, I'm in the same line with the
Oh,
House of Blues
man.
because him and I had a table together
Mhm.
and we were just trying to thin out some of our collection. And yeah, I mean, although it was a pretty long day, I can at least speak for myself when I say that I was full of all kinds of adrenaline. The blood was pumping. Met a lot of cool people, saw a lot of cool cosplayers. I mean, what was your experience like, Blue?
You know, bringing as much inventory that I did, my reservations was the setup and, just, what do you call it? The logistically shipping that stuff back and forth. And, after a long day, I mean, we're there probably around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, not leaving until about 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah, we did show up roughly 2 hours before the event and left 2 hours after the event. So
But
it
what
was-
I
it felt
got
like a 12-hour
was, I think the selection we had, I thought I was amazed because I heard that we were the more popular vendors. And so,
Were we really?
yes.
Yeah. You guys were.
And to actually just take a guess and bring what we had, it's what people wanted. And so we benefited from that. And also, like you said, just the small talk with people with the same interests. So that was fun. Other than making money, that's number one. But we
Needless
had
to
fun
say.
just talking about movies, talking about toys, talking about, just collectibles in general. It was awesome.
Yes, and Tony, you had something. Oops, sorry about that. Tony, you had something going on your end for FNF as well.
Yes,
you had an interview? And
We interviewed. Well, you see, we were cool by our table, but I was the guy that was running back and forth. That's why today my leg is like my leg's like, dude,
right.
here it is. Everything you've been doing for the past week, it's gonna bite you in the butt. But yeah, on Saturday I was mellow, cruising around. I had an interview with Lindsay, Night Darling cosplayer.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Sunday, I was like really booking it. I was going to tables. I was interviewing artists. I got to shoot some footage with Steve Lee Aloha, who was in the VIP room, and the guys at Darkwing Duck.
Oh, neat.
They're celebrating their 25th anniversary. And yeah, I met James Albani and Aaron Sparrows, the writer, and Tad Stone was the creator of Darkwing Duck, and Chippendales and all that stuff, all that cool stuff from Disney back in the day. Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
So
Chip, 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 chip.
that
Chippendales.
VIP room reminds me of that song by Chris Rock. No sex in the champagne room.
So
Yeah,
you,
there was no sex in there. There was just geeks.
so you did have the interview, and it will be edited and ready for a special edition of FNF, correct?
Well, as we speak, I believe it's already running. Because I'm
Yes.
setting it up for, for the weekend.
Yeah. Well, by the time they see this thing
Mhm.
posted,
It's up
it'll
already.
be already up. But
Yep.
do check it out at Wolf House 808. And let's go on to.
It's the YouTube channel.
That's right. Let's go on to our favorite cosplayers. You guys remember seeing any cool one? For me, it had to be the guy who dressed up as Deadpool and he wore that skirt around his waist.
Oh, Fairy Deadpool.
Very Deadpool.
Yes, he was spreading the love.
Oh yeah, he
You
was
guys
all over the
everywhere.
place. Everybody loved him.
He was at the when I was shooting footage with you guys at the table.
He was there.
I believe I vined that
That you did.
on Twitter though, not on Vine, like on Twitter.
And
There's a Vine of you talking to the Gravity Falls cosplayers.
I was about to get there. If
And then
people
I was
do
like-
check out Tony Midnight's
Yeah.
Vine, because you'll see me absolutely get excited, if you will, for the Gravity Falls people. There was one
was
person
excited.
who dressed up as Dipper, and then
Mhm.
he had Wendy next to him. But what's funny was that I came pretty close to saying Mabel, but it's not true. Mabel
my
is, of
God.
course, Dipper's twin sister.
You would have been like unforgivable geekdom right there, man.
I would have. It's a good thing I stopped myself in the middle of trying to say my answer.
That's
Otherwise,
good. You were thinking. You were thinking.
I were thinking as well as trying to think about other things running at my mind
Mhm.
at the moment.
But yeah.
Anything you saw interesting?
Other than Hawaiian Man,
Hawaiian
my
Who's that guy?
favorite cosplayer had to be Wonder Woman.
There were many Wonder
Oh,
Womans there. Which one?
Well,
The one with the group, dude.
With
the
Thor?
one with Thor. Yeah.
the one with Thor.
Oh yeah. Why did you guys like her that much?
Well, more like why did Blue like her that much?
Yeah. Why did Blue like her that much?
She was riding dirty.
She had a Daisy Duke thing going on.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the America the Trump wants. Here you go. We're all
Oh, my
well, we're
goodness.
just typical guys here checking out,
Yeah, there was
Beautiful
some
women.
good ones. I mean, ironically, there was someone dressed up as V for Vendetta, and I brought a mask too. But
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I
pic.
realized that, hey, that was the whole basis of the movie, the 5th of November, and that was
Yeah.
the date. So remember the 5th of November.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember the 5th
And the
of
funny thing
November.
is, when Blue actually dressed up as Biendetta, that was by sheer coincidence that he had the mask on.
Yes.
He didn't realize it until he actually went online and saw the actual date. So that was really cool.
Yes, and then
Nice.
I also like the Deadpool Dead Mouse pool.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that one was awesome.
Des.
She was Dead Mouse Pool on Sunday, and she was Lady Deathpool or Deadpool on Saturday.
yeah.
Lady Deadpool. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wish I had gotten a pic with Lady Deadpool.
Oh.
Maybe next year.
So what happened on that day? You just happened to get the wrong timing, or she left before you could take
Yeah.
pictures with every cosplayer?
I'm pretty sure she left before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Either that or she got hot, so she had to go change into regular clothes, and then we didn't recognize her because she's not wearing her Deadpool outfit.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You know, Al couldn't be here today, but the event.
Jawa.
Yeah, Al Jawa wasn't able to be here for today's recording, but when the day was over, when we were heading back to the car, that man shouted "Thank you, Comic Con" 3 times, and each repeat was louder than the other. And I
it
thought, oh my
was-
goodness,
This is the final day.
it was
yeah.
the final day, and as we were
then he had to
leaving,
use the bathroom.
Yeah.
oh no, yeah.
the
So
guy
funny
had-
thing, he screams 3 times, "Thank you, Comic Con! Thank you, Comic Con! Thank you, Comic Con!" And then when
I
it
gotta
was
go
time to
poop.
leave, guess what? He says, "I need to go to the restroom." Like,
Oh
come
my
on,
God.
man. sorry,
Come
Al
on,
Jawa.
dude. You could have been doing that in the restroom
Well,
while you're urinating. Thank you, Comic Con. Thank you, Comic Con.
oh man.
That should have been what happened.
Oh man, well, poor Al Jawa. He can't defend himself today.
I
But
know,
but was there any costume that you guys think wouldn't quite fit in with the con? For me, it's that whenever someone chooses to cosplay as people who have their uniform on, as in actual occupation. You know, we've seen nurses, we've seen firefighters, we've seen police
on
officers.
Halloween.
Yeah. I've seen a guy who dressed up in a white button-down shirt. He had the badges on, and then he wore the black pants. No, wait, that was a real security guard.
That was.
Yeah.
I thought he was cosplaying. I thought it was like, dude, Paul Blart.
Yeah. Well, when the time he was being really helpful, I thought he was just playing his role to a T. But that
Are you
was the
talking
real-
about like Tata?
Yeah.
Tata Manuel, over there. He is guarding the people.
But can you imagine what will happen if the venue does go into a larger venue? I mean, what's Al Jawa gonna do? Is he actually gonna hulk up when he says his 3 thank yous once again?
Well, if it's gonna be in a hotel, he's probably gonna be like saving money up. It's like, dude, I got a room. We'll all go up to his room.
Oh, that's
and
gonna
party
sound
on.
awkward once again.
All of the cosplay girls are gonna be in there.
Oh boy.
You know, he's gonna be asking awkward questions, but him being him, I think the girls love it.
You know, well, when there was one time where he met this guy for the first time, and he says, "Oh, so you're a fellow nerd? First question, Star Trek or Star Wars?" I thought,
Yeah,
I
I
was
know.
standing right there, and I said, "Ow, why are you doing
He's
this?"
quite
to him?"
firm with his questions. Yes.
Quite firm. Well, what
Quite
happens if
firm.
you select the wrong answer? Does he try to go for a knockout punch like the Big Show? I mean, how does that work?
No, I think he's just asking everybody like who's a Trekkie and who's a Star Wars geek.
Even if he were to draw the line, it won't really mean much.
I'm like,
see,
I'm like, if I should have said to him, so did you find many Trekkies?
yeah, that would have been a good question.
Well, instead of just asking the questions, you should have like made friends with them or something, buddy.
The more we talk about this, the more I'm starting to feel bad to actually be talking behind the man's back, and he can't really come up and defend himself. So we'll just
No,
stop talking
we'll
about
just stop. Just stop talking about Jawa.
Sorry, Al. So
And he should have cosplayed as a Jawa too.
you know, he
Could've been
said
perfect.
he admitted that on day one. See, we're talking about him more.
Okay.
I feel like I need to air this out though.
Okay.
He said on day one that he was going to dress up in a Star Trek uniform, but then, considering that it was going to be a hot day, which it was,
Yeah, that Saturday was hot, man.
he chose to back out and not wear anything and just be his normal self. You know,
Don't
Al.
wear anything. Wait, I wasn't there at the beginning. He was walking around naked. Oh my god.
No, just with his hat with decorated in pins and things like that.
His pin hat.
His pin hat.
He is our pinhead.
So let's move on
Move on.
to that I was late to the party.
Well, you
And
didn't
so-
ask. You didn't ask me what was my favorite cosplay.
I did. You
Yeah,
said
we
it
did.
was the.
You said
Holy smokes! You said it, but then we're drawing a blank. What did he
No,
say?
Because I didn't say it.
No, you.
You was
said
asking him.
something.
You asking him.
no, he was first. He
Yeah,
did
you
say-
you were first. You did say so. Well, let's ask it again then. Well, what was your
Okay.
favorite cosplayer? I'm pretty sure you said it before. Phil.
No, it's Sarah from League of Legends.
Oh, that's
she
new.
she cosplayed as Viv.
Oh,
The only
okay.
reason why is because she had this whole like I don't know, like styrofoam or like those PVC piping stuff.
So you was there feeling the material like this. Ooh,
No,
the foam feels
she-
really nice.
She put her hand in there, and it's like a giant hand.
Oh,
and it
neat.
worked. It worked. It
Oh, it was fully
moved
functional.
and everything. Yeah, it's fully
Wow.
functional. And it's like just like the character. I mean, I don't play League of Legends, but after seeing her, I looked it up and I was like, wow.
For the sake of being mean, I would put a water bottle just right in front of her and say, "Can you try to grab that and see if if it's tight enough to get a
Well,
grip?"
she was trying to do a peace sign, but it didn't work out.
She can't even do that.
I was
Aw.
like, okay, bye. She was trying to do a peace sign, but
Yeah, up the ante. Show
Yeah.
a shaka.
it was more like
this.
It's just more like this.
It's just one of those things, jumping in closed motion.
But she was cool. She was cool. I interviewed her, so she shows up on the Comic Con special for Friday Night Frights. So
cool. So if anyone wants to see the Comic Con special, once again, look at youtube.com/wolfhouse808.
it'll be up there.
Yeah, so were there any other exclusive interviews or footage that you shot that's only available on Vine or something like that?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, so it'll all be
Yeah.
on Wolfhouse808.
It'll be on the Wolfhouse 8. The whole footage, everything that I shot will be up on there.
Oh, I see.
And I'll try my best to edit out all the awkwardness that I had.
All of
It's
the.
my first con, people. Come on. I was very awkward. I was
It's not
How's
your-
Maui Comic Con?
It's not your fault. Everybody gets shy at one point or another. I mean,
especially the ladies.
when I get starstruck, oh my gosh, I barely can make a complete sentence. Just one quick story. One time I met Jamal of course, he was later known as Umaga.
Yeah.
But earlier, he was known as Jamal with Rosie, part of the 3-minute warning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was down at the what is it? Lahaina Civic Center, I believe that's the name of the venue, and it was the latest local pro wrestling show that happened in Maui ever. So,
Oh, it's supposed to be must have been a while back.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was still in high school, so that was more
Okay.
than 10 years ago, definitely. So you had Jamal from 3-minute warning. The main event was Perry Saturn versus Sabu in a hardcore match.
Oh my goodness!
and,
Yes.
and it was Falls Count Anywhere.
Oh, so they were all over the place.
They were all over the place.
Mm.
So before the show started, I actually met Jamal for an autograph session, and he was signing away. I wanted to say something, but I could not come up with the words. All I could say was, "I love you" in 3-minute warning. And he's like, "Yeah, man, it's cool." And I said, "Yeah, just going around doing your thing." And I just ended it at that. I mean, if I was calm, I would have probably said something more meaningful or
Yeah.
just try to be more sociable, but it just doesn't happen the
You're an awesome wrestler, man.
yeah.
God, the way you took out Sabu.
Oh, boy.
Oh wait, this is pre-match. It's before the matches.
It was before the matches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should have been like, I hope you kick Sabu's butt.
Well, he wasn't facing Sabu that night. It was Perry Saturn.
Oh, Perry.
Yeah, Jamal was.
Hope you kick Saturn's butt. This dumb little broomstick hair moppy.
Moppy, who has ceased to be because I believe it was. Chavo Guerrero. No. Somebody broke
Chavo
Moppy.
Guerrero did something else
Chavo
too.
Guerrero had Pepe, and
Yeah.
Pepe died because Chris Jericho threw Pepe in the wood chipper.
And they were all copycatting Mankind.
Wait, who? Sako?
Yeah. Was it Sako or was it Head? Al Snow.
No, Al Snow and Head.
They all had
some,
gimmicks.
some kind of inanimate object. So we'll be slipping out a preview. In the next episode, we will talk more about wackiest pro wrestling gimmicks. So do look forward to that one. It will be the episode after this one. I can guarantee it. So
Hope to be a part of that one too.
you will be. You will be.
Nice.
And I shout out Blue an invitation as well. So you'll be there, right?
What do we want?
Head.
I
What do we
remember that.
need?
You remember when he was in ECW?
Oh yeah, that was when
He came out to the Prodigy.
Yeah.
Oh. And then at the end, there's one match where at the end he won, and everybody that had a styrofoam head threw it in the
Chucked
ring,
it. Yeah, that was amazing. man.
copycatting the Terry Funk chair toss. deal.
Exactly.
That was so awesome. That's
But the funny thing is, like, the defeated person will do this whole shtick where he gets up groggy and then he's just slipping and tripping all over the mannequin. And
Yep.
it's like, oh, come on, you guys, not cool. I'm just trying to leave.
remember
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Tossing it back into the audience, but then they'll catch it and toss it right back into the ring.
I miss old school ECW.
We all do. We all do. So, moving on, I was late to the party, and
Okay.
that's right before Halloween. I did catch Boo Madea Halloween.
Oh.
So now I feel like it's the time to just get it out the way, share my review.
How is
and then
it?
you don't- I mean,
How was it? I didn't
Blue?
watch it.
I hated it.
basically, it's the same shenanigans that you would expect from a Tyler Perry
Yeah.
Madea movie. So
Just none of the drama like in the other ones.
Oh, absolutely. So here's the
This is
thing: we've seen marital issues before
Yeah.
with a Tyler Perry movie. This time, it's Tyler Perry as a single father. He's divorced, so he's trying to raise his daughter, who is going through the teen years, and she's under 18. But at that moment, she is very rebellious. She has a set of friends who are over age, and they want to take her to a frat house party
Oh no! On Halloween night.
on Halloween night. And so, of course, she has this whole thing where you can't tell me what to do. I can do whatever I want. And Tyler Perry plays this father who's more respectable, try to be, I guess, her friend, but also
This is Medea's nephew.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's been in several of the other movies too, showing up, and especially was it Medea Goes to Jail?
Yeah, so he has this
One of the
whole
best
approach that goes something like, no matter what, she will not get a whooping. Whereas Medea, being raised old school, like, just smack her, like, are you kidding me? Just smack her.
But I gather from the trailer, because I've seen the trailer so many times.
Yes.
I gather that the whole time that Medea is trying to go and help out her nephew and his daughter, they're getting like rampaged over by crazy Halloweeners.
Yeah,
Halloween people.
So I'm gonna skip into
what-
the tag. Spoiler alert once again.
Spoiler alert, people.
So here's the thing. I was hoping that everything were going to be real, like how they do with Scooby-Doo, turn around the new
Yeah.
millennium where the monsters are real. This time it wasn't. It was more like the frat house party guys trying to get revenge against Medea for ruining their party.
Oh my goodness.
So they orchestrated a very elaborate hoax where they have a mob of zombies chase her back into the house, and then they rigged the house up with all of these flickering lights and all these other extra.
Make it like a haunted house deal,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So it had that one cop out.
Oh, so it's the fraternity that's messing with her.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope she pull out a gun or something. Yell, call the pow pow.
Yeah, you may want to call them
Yeah.
to protect you. Like,
Protect you. Bust them up. Hello.
yeah. So
Thank you.
It goes through this whole thing where the frat house, they want revenge because, number one, they were played because the girl who was underage,
Yeah.
she snuck into the party, and they wanted none of her, so they kicked her out. And at the same time, they went out of their way just to defend her and not give her away when Medea and her gang was there wondering, where the
Yeah,
heck she
yeah.
was, and they played dumb, like, oh, we don't know. But then when they found out the girl was under 18, they said, you gotta go. Like, come on, man.
Oh, wow. Way to go, fraternity. So you got that going for them.
Well, they actually had standards and morals so much that they said, dude, if we get busted by the cops and they find out that there was one minor,
Yeah.
it's game over, man. So, you
Game
gotta,
over, man.
Yeah, game
Game
over.
over.
So you gotta go. And so, yeah, it all turns out to be a hoax. When Medea found out that she was being pranked, she pranked them back by doing this whole scare straight thing. She has the police officers, being part of the hoax. They march into the frat party, arrest everyone for having a minor inside of their party.
Oh, my goodness.
And then they shackle them up, put them in chains, and they shove them into the prison bus that has the convicts inside. So they're already eyeing them up like fresh meat. And then
Oh, yeah.
And then suddenly they all suddenly a fight breaks out, and they start freaking out like, we're sorry. And then they just take them out and say, I hope you learn your lesson. That sort of deal. And then Medea's nephew
I'm
finally got the.
I'm pretty sure Medea was there with some few words.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She did. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, it was Medea's nephew finally getting the love and respect from his
Daughter,
underage daughter.
the rebellious daughter, yeah.
So, yep. Lather,
Wow.
rinse, repeat. It's the
It's the
same
same.
thing
It's the same Medea story over and over.
Yeah.
Like the first few was like, oh wow, this is awesome. Like I would sit down and watch it with my family and go, wow, this is crazy. And like when I saw Family Reunion, we all bust laughing because there's this drama going on, but at the same time, Byron.
Oh, yeah, that one. Byron, come pick up your baby. Like, you are the daddy.
I
That
was
kind
like,
of stuff. That was so annoying.
He's good exaggerating, the hood comedy.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
Blue found it so boring that he found no reason to talk about it anymore right now. I
He
feel
doesn't
so
want to
sorry
talk
for
about
him.
20
his
minutes,
kitschy
I-
Pokemon.
I
It-
turned it off. It was so over the top.
I want to know
like
that.
it was too much Medea. In Medea movies,
I
she
do-
only comes in like every so often, but here it was just from start to beginning. This is same old,
Oh
same
my
old.
god.
Then the
dude.
old man, and then all the different characters.
Oh, yeah,
So
they all come in.
I guess I'm not watching Medea's Christmas either then.
leave that up to you because if I was a betting man, I'm pretty sure it would be the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
Somebody is struggling with something in life. Medea comes in, set things straight, and then all is good again.
This but that one's Christmas.
Yeah.
Now she has a Halloween one. What's next? St. Patrick's Day.
Probably.
As long
But
as it makes
if-
money, they can keep making them.
You know that if someone was following the show, you will note that this is the second time Blue actually got speechless. The first time was for the review of Sausage Party. He didn't have much to say
Okay.
on that either.
Second worst movie of the year.
Second worst. So you're putting the Boo a Madea
No,
Halloween.
that's
Oh, number
that's
one.
the third worst.
That's the third. So what is number one in your
Oh
book? As
God,
a
I don't know why people like it. Swiss Army Man.
Swiss Army Man.
Oh, horrible.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
yet.
that's the first I've heard of it. What's it about?
It's the Harry Potter dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
with,
right.
Oh, is that right?
with Paul Dano, and
I've seen
it's
this
about a
trailer.
dead
Oh.
corpse, and he's stranded on the island, and he makes friends with a dead corpse, but he kind of thinks the dead corpse is alive because I guess it starts farting. Like
Holy
corpses have a
smokes.
lot of gas and stuff.
And
And,
then he starts using the corpse as
yeah,
Swiss
it's
Army
just-
knife.
I
just
swear. I mean, it's like a
weird things,
variation of
slingshots
Norman
and
Bates
stuff.
thinking that his mother's skull is alive, or
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
variation it is. Oh my god!
But
I-
it tries to be serious, and it's
tries to be
stupid,
serious.
Yeah,
This is not the same people that made Horns. With,
Yes.
it is the same guys.
I think so.
Oh man!
Okay, Horns was cool,
because
but they failed at Swiss Army Man.
it-
Ugh,
Good.
so
that's why you
how
don't
did
hear about
Horns actually become better? Is it because it acknowledged itself as a comedy sort of appeal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah. Dark comedy, dark humor. You know.
I got that. Yeah.
Plus, I like the storyline of it. Confusing, but at the same time, it's fun to watch.
Mm.
I mean, when he wakes up in the doctor's office, you know, like after he gets he passes out, and then he wakes up, and the doctor's over there with the nurse. They just
What's he supposed to be? Goat?
what happened is, I guess he gets cursed, and he wakes up in the morning, and he has these horns growing out of his head.
Oh.
And anyone he comes in contact with are gonna sin. Like every dark thought, or whatever demons within them is gonna pop out, and they're gonna.
Even with the most kindest person, like,
Yeah.
he is the most moral. But all of a sudden, once he touches the horns, he goes grocery shopping and say, "You know what? I'm gonna steal a whole vine of grapes. and
Yeah.
sneak it into my bag and walk out of the store.
Everybody starts going crazy in the town.
I will not tip this waitress. She earns nothing." That sort of deal.
Right.
Woo.
But it's okay. It's a good movie. If
All
it's
right.
still on Netflix, go check it out.
So let's move on to the random question of the day.
question.
Unfortunately, it has something to do with Madea.
Okay.
Have you guys ever noticed with the trends that's happening with Tyler Perry's Madea movies? Do you guys think that we've already reached the stage where Madea is like Jim Varney's Ernest, where Ernest goes through all different kinds of scenarios and make a movie out of
The
it?
Black Ernest. Ernest scared stupid.
Yeah.
Ernest goes to camp.
So now it's like it has this pattern where you slap on any sort of holiday next to Medea's name and you got yourself a movie.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So pretty much like later on, it's gonna be like Madea plays basketball.
Yeah, or Madea on St. Patrick's Day. Madea
Yeah.
on Election Day. Who knows? Madea
Madea.
may run for president. I don't know. I really don't.
Tyler Perry made it. It's become its own entity.
It does.
Madea is its own entity now, man. And he's gonna run with it as
The-
much as he can.
The funny thing is, he made the Madea character a little bit more, how do I say it, cleaner than, let's say, when Eddie Murphy played the Clumps. It
Oh,
came to
yeah.
a point where even I have my own parents or even my aunties and uncles, it's more accustomed to them, where they know Madea and they're like, oh yeah, funny character. We
Yeah.
love watching Madea.
Funny character, but then at the same time, she's a bee.
Yeah.
She's
I
a,
find
can I
no-
say
Killer.
on your show?
Norbit funnier. How you doing?
Oh no, not
How
Norbit.
you doing?
Oh my god, not Norbit.
Yeah.
Uh,
I know
take
that
it back.
sound. Bark.
but there's always gonna be that type of comedy humor genre that you have these people and they're in makeup or they're in dresses and they become famous. It's like
Oh yeah.
you had Ernest, you had Medea, the Clumps.
I mean, not to bash on Tyler Perry whatsoever, as long as it's something that keeps cranking out,
Yeah.
the ticket sales or
There's
movie sales, everything.
A lot of his movies though are very good.
Yeah,
Very good,
it does have a meaning. I mean, going back to the Madea Halloween thing, I was actually on Tyler Perry's character side where I thought, this girl has no respect whatsoever. And it was nice to see it turn around. But, the old school Medea and her posse was like, why don't you just smack her? But as they were trying to confront her, they're like, oh, yeah, try something and then see what happens. That kind of stuff. All right.
But you're always gonna get the Medea attitude in every movie.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I got some grits in the pot.
Hello.
Grits.
Thank you.
All right, so let's just wrap it up.
All right.
Thank you, everyone, for watching this episode. Do check out, once again, Friday Night Frights. It is youtube.com/wolfhouse808. One new episode comes out every Saturday, and do check out for specials. So if it's not a regular talk.
We got a special coming up.
Yeah, specials
we
do
have
come
one
out.
already up.
Oh, yeah, it already came out.
It's
That's
already
right.
up because I keep forgetting this is Tuesday.
Yeah, it is Tuesday. And do check out the House of Blues YouTube channel as well.
That's on hiatus. I
It's
would
on
say
hiatus?
check out my Instagram.
Mm.
Or check me out at local conventions, maybe the swap meet, maybe
You're going to be
one
in
of the
One of the
Fridays.
Fridays.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was actually first Friday all the way down to 4.
There's all
Yeah.
the way to
Friday.
fifth. There's fifth.
The fifth Friday?
In Lanai.
That never happens. We're in the twilight zone.
Too many Fridays.
So
Come on, man. I'm relaxing and smoking marijuana on Fridays. Leave me alone. It's Friday.
Hey, man, what are you going to do on that fifth Friday? Like, I'll just be chilling with my unicorn
is this
friend
fifth
and
Friday?
enjoying Skittles. But
On those full months, man. Wait, there's a fifth Friday this year. Where we going? Line.
the night, oh, yeah. Man.
Okay, start swimming.
Or kayak if you can. Paddleboard.
Canoes.
All right. If you guys did enjoy this episode of Tuesday Morning Shenanigans and would love to see more into the future, leave us some feedback. Like, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, or if you got some random questions of your own that you would love to see us answer, leave it in the comment section and we will get to it. Also, for figure reviews and more, check out the Rave Corner. It is myfavorave.blogspot.com, where I am doing reviews on Godzilla figures, Transformers figures, and many more.
Wow, you have some left?
I do.
He
The
does.
funny thing is, I only trimmed out a portion of my collection. There is, I have a shelf full of a lot of high-end stuff.
Oh, and the high-end stuff is the big bucks.
I know.
Yeah.
Were you ever tempted?
No, I was not. Like,
Never tempted.
there was
I'm
only-
not touching these. This
Yeah,
is what I want.
not at all.
And then I saw you picked up another one.
I did.
So a lot
Yeah.
of that, the income from
He's
that
just-
is to grow your higher end stuff.
Probably.
He's just like me. I was like, I want to sell these DVDs. Then I looked at them and I was like, better not.
Yeah. So until then, thank you for checking us out. We will see you in the next episode. Until then, have a good one.
Peace.